Attorney Cynthia Sherwood. I want to ask you, Cynthia, because I know that you are in Tennessee again, and this trial is being held in the state of Tennessee. Are there any other things that have stood out to you, just that you've noticed in terms of how this prosecution is proceeding with this particular witness?
Well, I have to echo the previous guest that you had, in that the prosecution is testifying. The prosecutor is leading, just even corrected the witness and is leading. That is no more allowed in Tennessee than any other state, but that's happening, and there should be an objection because he's presenting as an instructor up there and just walking the jury through. The prosecutor is, as opposed to the witness. So that's very startling, and it's objectionable in any state.
Yeah, absolutely agree with you in terms of evidence. And I didn't mean to interrupt, but I just want to make sure we get in the discussion about the fact that the jury can ask questions of each witness. It's put in writing. We've seen it then goes to the judge who reads the questions. And I'm curious, is that true in every case, or does it depend on the particular severity of the charges, so to speak, and the fact that this is a murder charge?
It depends on the judge. So the judge can allow, just like judges can sometimes allow attorneys to ask voir dire questions or not. Some of the judges do not allow that. And some judges in Tennessee allow this procedure, and it's not related to the severity of the charge. It's a judge-specific preference.
And is it common or not, in cases with your experience as a criminal defense attorney, that judges do allow the jury to ask questions?
It is not particularly common in the courts that I practice in. I don't see that very often.
And do you think it's an advantage or disadvantage to the prosecution?
I think that it is. I think the prosecution always has an advantage just because of the power of the office. And so I believe, I guess it could help either person, but I think from a defense perspective, I would very much want to know what's on these jurors' minds and to hit on that. So I guess it could go either way, but I do see it as an advantage for the defense as well.
And as Cindy said, it definitely gives you insight into what
Correct.
The jury's thinking about. And